was that for social media with your friends and just in general? Tell me a little bit about the culture of social media and with having such a large platform. Is it weird, like with your friends, you look around, like they have their normal accounts and you're like, oh, I have 10 million. Like, it's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. But I've been having my friends, thanks God, since high school. So they know me for a long time now, before social media.
Yep.
But see, it's crazy when I go someplace and they're like, what do you do, like, for a living? And I'm like, I like social media. They're like, oh, okay. But what do you mean social media? I'm like, yeah, YouTube, TikTok. And how many followers do you have? And I'm like, 10 million.
Yeah, it's hard to say that without sounding like kind of crazy. It's like a wild number, right? It is a wild number.
It's crazy, but it's such a blessing.
Yeah. And so you do makeup in particular? Is that your content specifically, or what other stuff do you do?
Yeah, I do like makeup, lifestyle. I'll show like get ready with me's. You know, that's a lot going on right now. Get ready with me's, or like come have a date with me and showing my life.
Very cool.
Like, yeah,
Very cool.
it's...
And singing, you want to be a singer? I hear whispers of this as you sing.
Number one of the singers.
I always...
There you go.
I
He's your
love my
biggest
dad.
fan.
He's my hype man.
I love that.
He's singing. He's singing now for the people.
No. But I've been singing like for my whole life, since I've always in church.
Okay.
Of course, since I'm like 8.
That's awesome.
9 years old.
Very cool.
But it's like, okay, maybe with this platform, I want to do something different and like try.
That's cool. And do you do more TikTok than Instagram? How would you tell for the viewers what you would say is, because there's so much and it is hard to keep up. I'm sure you said you have a team, like to put out Instagram, to put out Twitter, to put out, or X, to put out, all these things. Like you kind of have to have someone, or you find yourself where you're going to spend like 30 minutes, an hour just posting, right? Oh, the same thing even. So what about your team, your process, and how are you doing that to get all your stuff out across the platforms?
Well, I have like my recording place, but at my house. So that's nice, because it's like it's actually my room. And I have my vanity with my makeup and everything. But there's like a weird thing.
Well, now you have a studio. There's a studio nearby.
Of course.
This could be, if you want.
This
is. I hope you guys come visit and use, and it's nearby. But so you do your own studio. You do it at home mostly.
Yeah, I have like all my lights.
That's
like
awesome.
my friends enter to my room and it's like, okay, there's your bed and there's like a whole
professional lighting studio.
Yeah, professional studio, like lights and everything.
Yeah.
But there's like a weird thing. For me, the people that was on TikTok is not the same people that watch me on Instagram. On Instagram, it was like my personal Instagram. And then there's people who knew me from TikTok and they started following me on Instagram. But it was so hard for me to post my content from TikTok on Instagram. Because it's like...
do you do specific for different ones? Or do you kind of repurpose? Do you take an Instagram reel or clip and put it on TikTok? Or do you do like a different for each platform?
Yeah, it depends. On Instagram, I post like more like fashion stuff.
Right.
And on TikTok, I post more like makeup stuff. But I post the same now. Like I was so shy at the moment. Like on Instagram, I have all of my high school friends and the guys that I like. So it was like, I'm going to post this video and it's like kind of cringe and I'm like nervous. I don't know if I should post it, but at the same time, it's like my job. Yeah. So I had to do it at some point.
Right. And so you're obviously proud. It's exciting. It's great. And were you ever worried? What about your wife, or what about you have siblings? How old are your other two?
Milad 15 and Amir 10 years.
Okay. And you guys all get along like great, or do you get at each other? Like, are they supportive, or like think it's cool? Because I mean, 15-year-old boy, like, is he like embarrassed because he's like, oh, my sister's famous, or is he like, no? Is he like supporting?
No,
How is
like
that relationship?
All of my friends know you. Right. All of my girl friends want to get to know you and take a picture. Sometimes, not all of them, of course, but some of them, they love your videos. And I tried to I'm like, Milechi, like, we should do something together. At some point, we did some videos together, but he's like, no, like, I don't want to show, in that age, they don't want to show their faces and take pictures like this.
Shy,
And it's like, it's kind of hard for me. I'm like, Milechi, we should do like content with siblings.
That's around when you started. What about your son? Is he like at 15? Is he into soccer? Does he do social media at all, or is that not his?
No, Milechi is not very social media. No, all the kids is the same. I see this. Ludmila is the same me. I love it, the camera, I love it, the music. Milad is the same for your mother. The mother, I love the camera, but so, you know?
Yeah, not my day.
No all day, me all day, and my daughter all day. But Milachi, good, but 50%.
Yeah.
I told to me, father, I think not working in this